What's up, everyone? GameMaster468 here, bringing you yet another walkthrough. This time, I'm doing a walkthrough of Kidz 64. Not for the Nintendo 64, but for the PC. This is an indie 3D platformer game in the style of Nintendo 64 games back in the day, as you can probably tell by the title of this game. And it's kind of been my hyper-fixation the past few weeks. Found out about this game from a YouTube video, and it looked pretty neat, so I decided to check it out, and, you know, I think I might like it, you know, just a tiny bit, you know, just a little, you know, just a smidge. So, what do you say we, hop into this game and check it out and see what it's like? So without further ado, let's just jump right in. Alright, we got ourselves a little goat boy, and he's walking over here to the Nacho Emporium. Oh boy, the Nacho dream again. I sure seem to end up here a lot these days. How'd I get here anyway? Right, this is a dream. Who cares, Nachos? Yeah, Nachos sounds awesome. Alright, let's head over to the Nacho Emporium and have ourselves some good old nachos. Maybe it's a local Taco Bell. We can get a quesadilla. Wow, Taco Bell really went downhill. Geez, what the heck happened here?
What the heck? This ain't the Nacho Emporium. What's going on here? Hi, Seve. Oh, it's Alexis. Where is this place, Alexis?
This is my park. What do you think? Blah. This is my park. What do you think? Isn't it cool?
It looks like if I take one step in this place, I'll get eaten by some inflatable clown demon.
No, come on, I made up this park so we can trade our corn powers.
How many times I gotta tell you, ain't no such thing as corn powers. We're just developmentally crippled mutant goats, all the experts agree.
No way, we totally have corn powers. Like, you know, you can do a headbutt in the air by jumping and pressing action button.
That's just cause this is a dream. Normal ghosts can't do whatever they want in a dream, and all I can do is that. And, oh yeah, this is a dream. Now, all this dumb crud makes sense. Anyway, I'm getting happy. Where'd the door go?
Oh, it's up there now. See it?
What? What does that, how's that make any sense? Oh, right, I almost forgot already.
Anyway, I made sure to put lots of sticky notes that tell you to use everything in the park. You make sure to read all of them by pressing the action button.
Why do you keep saying action button? What are you talking about? We're not in a video game.
Oh yeah, I don't know what's up with that. That's weird.
Oh, that's the button. That's the button to the left of the jump button, by the way. I hope you know where that is. I don't know who you're talking to. What do you mean?
Then you're gonna get up there for sure. Alright, stop pushing me. That's rude. Mean. Yeah, we could use the quote-unquote action button, which if you're playing on an Xbox controller, it's the X button, to read these sticky notes, and we can also talk to people, like our buddy and pal, Alexis. Did you read all of the sticky notes?
Can you just tell me what to do right now?
No, I went through all the trouble to write all those sticky notes. Please read them. Although, unlike the notes, I might tell you something else if you talk to me again. Well, that sounds fun. Let's do that. The path leading to the top is through there, in case you didn't know. See? Wasn't that useful? So remember to talk to me twice in case you ever get stuck. Good to know. Talking to people twice is fun stuff. Alright, so here we are. We're in the game now, in our little tutorial stage. So, if you played basically any game ever, you should pretty well familiar with some of the basics. Left analog stick moves you around. Right analog stick controls the camera, like so. You can push the A button to do a jump, and you can only do the single jump. There's no double jump in this game, so you only have the one jump. And as Alexis pointed out, we do also have a headbutt that we can do in the air. If we jump and then do that, we can do a little dash like that. That's going to be our primary move to help us get around and stuff like that. I'm going to be using this headbutt quite a bit. If you just stay grounded and push the X button, you can also just do a normal punch like this to attack enemies. So that's pretty useful. And like Alexis said, you can also use the attack button to go over to these sticky notes and read them. So why don't we take a little gander and learn the controls. I'm just going to sit back, relax, and let the game do my job for me for a bit.
If you jump onto a wall, you can jump again. Grab the ledge, then jump a third time. Just like on the ground. Remember to keep the jump button held down for a higher jump.
Oh yeah, you can hold down the jump button to do a little higher than by just tapping like that. It's a little tiny hop. Hold it down. It's a big jump. And yeah, we can slide onto walls like this. We just jump into it. He does a little little hop up here. If we hit the jump button again while he's doing that, you can do a little hop. So I guess that's kind of like a double jump in a way. You can vault over the ledges like that. Pretty useful. And we got ourselves a collectible. What's up?
This is an XP cube. If you can get enough to fill the XP meter, it will open up new areas.
Boop. All right, we got ourselves an XP cube. All right, we're not gonna be it's not gonna be completely obvious what these are for just yet, but you can see we're at level 1 right now. If we get enough XP cubes, we'll level up. And why do we need to level up? Well, we'll find out later. But definitely just go around and collect as many of these as you can. They're basically like they're your primary collectible, these XP things. So you can level up and stuff. They're kind of the coins of this game, if you will. So let's go around. There's another one under the slide here. Alright. And we have ourselves a little bouncy thing. You can bounce on some objects. Press L trigger to do a slam butt and bounce higher. Not this bush though. I mean, that springy guy. Oh, that's a bush. I literally thought this was a rock. Stop. I want to punch it to prove a point. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, bushes don't make that sound, Alexis. I don't know. I don't know how many solid bushes you've seen, but that's clearly a rock. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, yeah, so we can bounce on things if you do a little ground pound. Actually, I guess I'll show this. You can also push the LT button, the left trigger, to do a ground pound. If you jump in the air and then push it while in midair, you'll do a ground pound like that. And like Alexis said, in sticky note form, you can ground pound bouncy things to go even higher up, which is pretty useful. And we also have ourselves a switch over here.
Do not headbutt this button! Yep, looks like it's time to headbutt that button. P.S. That's what we call reverse psychology. You're actually supposed to headbutt it. Now I don't want to do it anymore.
Oh, sorry, Seve, we gotta. Alright, you know how buttons work. Just headbutt it, boop, and things will happen. What kind of things? Whatever the game decides at that current moment. In that case, it lowers that platform down so we can get up. You can only, no, shut up. I don't want to read the note again. You can only headbutt buttons. You can't headbutt buttons. But you can't punch them to activate them. You absolutely have to headbutt them in order to activate them. So there we go. We're going to be learning about the different kinds of headbutts over here.
Basic butts. Press action button in the air to headbutt forwards. Press L trigger in the air to headbutt downwards. Hold L trigger on the ground to crouch and press jump to headbutt upwards. Hold L trigger and press the action button to headbutt forward on the ground. Yeah, so we can also do an uppercut. If we hold down the left trigger, he'll do a little crouch. You can't really do any crawling or anything. He'll just stay crouched like this. And if you jump while you're crouched, you'll do an uppercut bounce. Or uppercut headbutt. Like so. So you can hit things that are above you, which will be pretty useful. Press zoom button to zoom out the camera for a better view from above. That'd be the button to the right of the jump button. Hold the R button to center the camera behind you. Hold the R trigger to get a closer look around. Yes, so if we press the B button on our controller, we can zoom the camera in and out. And it does have another function that we'll find out a little bit later. And you can also do a little free look thing if you hold down the right trigger, kind of like a normal N64 game back in the day. But I'd like to just use the normal camera stick. You only really need to use this for a specific power-up that we're going to be getting later on. But when you're just running around normally like this, it's better to just look around like this with the normal camera stick. I love burps so much. What's up? You can wall jump off surfaces even after you headbutt into it. Climb up this rock, then headbutt to the next one and jump to the ledge. Alright, we're getting really fancy schmancy with the moves now. So yeah, so we can't quite make this jump over here. But luckily, we do a little headbutt into the wall. He'll do that, and you will be able to grab onto the wall and vault over it with like a normal wall jump that we could do before. So we'll do that.
And there we go. We can do the same thing to get up over here. And I think right here we're going to learn another use for our ground pound ability. Slam into the screw above, then press action button a bunch of times to unscrew it. Makes me dizzy. Oh yeah, I agree. Oh man, it really makes my head spin. I need an aspirin after that, especially since I keep slamming my head into things over and over. I'm probably gonna get a concussion and get severe brain damage when this is all over. You might want to rethink your life choices, bro. Very important message alarm! Oh jeez, okay, I'm sorry. Please imagine the wee-woo noise here. Oh, okay, wee-woo, 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 wee-woo. If you just run off the edge from here, you're gonna fall on your face and get hurt. The key to getting down safely is to push the analog stick lightly to walk off the ledge. Then, you can grab the ledge and press L trigger to slide down. If you don't understand this, you're gonna fall so many times that, that gravity will be jealous. So jealous that he will kill you. Oh no. Oh, that doesn't sound fun at all. Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, I'm gonna do the thing that the other sticky note said first. Yeah, so we got these screws here, and if we headbutt them, we can attach to the screw. If we rapidly press the attack button while we're in a screw, we can spin it like that, and it'll activate certain things. You can unscrew things. Lots of different uses for screws that we'll be finding out. So anytime you see a screw, just latch onto it, mash that attack button, and you'll unscrew it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Alright, now as Alexis was very alarmingly yelling at us about, yeah, so there is fall damage in this game, but there is a way to avoid it. You can just grab a ledge like that, push the L trigger to let go of the ledge, and you'll just slide down the wall, nice and safe. Obviously that won't work for every ledge, like the higher up it is, the less likely that will save you. So be careful of that. Alright, so I think now we can go ahead and start focusing on our main objective for this level. Like Alexis said, we need to open this door here. But there's a little problem. It's missing the crank. Head button to a crank and replete, you press the attack button to spin it. But you have to have a crank on there to spin first, I think, probably. Yeah, we need to find ourselves a crank so we can open this door. And also, yes, there's a sticky note here to explain it. This machine will give you delicious dream soda. This is important to refill your soda meter, because if you lose all your soda, you die. Just insert this amount of money. Oop, too bad. Looks like I forgot my wallet. And also forgot my pants to put a wallet in. Guess I'll just have to headbutt instead. P.S. Don't try to get soda by headbutting the machine. That could break it. Yeah, I'm still gonna do it. Yeah, sounds about right. Alright, yeah, so we got these vending machines here. If you headbutt it, it will give you Dream Soda. Dream Soda is your health in this game. It should be pretty self-explanatory. You can collect Dream Soda. The more soda you get, the more health you get. You lose all your health, you're dead. Pretty basic stuff. You know how health works by now. And yeah, the machines break eventually if you headbutt it enough times. And the amount of times you have to headbutt it before it breaks is random. That was the least amount of times you have to headbutt it. The smallest it can go is 2 times before it breaks, and the highest it can go up to is 4 times before it breaks. And it's completely random which one of those will break the machine. So, yeah, you might get lots of soda, and you might get barely any. That's fun. Hey, we got some enemies. Let's go ahead and punch them with our fists. There we go. Enemies will also drop Dream Soda if you kill them. And combat is pretty straightforward. It's literally just a 3-hit combo and they're dead. That's pretty much how every enemy in this game works. With the exception of, like, flying ones. Flying ones, you can just headbutt them and they'll go down in 1 hit, usually. But otherwise, yeah, just doing this is enough. There is one enemy type that's the exception, but otherwise, yeah, just 3 hits will do the trick. Alright, what's over here? Press action button while swimming to dive underwater. Hold down jump button underwater to swim. You can headbutt underwater too. Don't forget, you have to breathe sometimes though. Yes, alright, we can swim. Alright, we can swim around underwater like this, and if we push the X button, we'll dive underwater like so. Here we are. And yes, you can swim around with the left stick, push the A button to swim faster. Pretty easy peasy, and we do have an oxygen meter over there, as you can see. But it's not too difficult. You can just go up here, refill your oxygen, and just like that, you're good to go. And like Alexis said, you can also push the buttons. You can do headbutts to slam buttons like this while you're underwater, which will give us access to this door over here. Let's go check this out. Swim, swim, swim. Alright. Here we are. What do we got in here? Ooh, a mirror so we can see how handsome we look. Oh, yeah. Looking not too snazzy. Two-dimensional image thing. That's... This crazy mirror is worth 10 XP! Whoas! It's not enough to just break it, though. You have to complete the challenge inside. This might be too advanced for you now. It doesn't matter. It hurt to try, though. P.S. Oh, wait, I just remembered it actually does hurt to try. Maybe you should just stay here in the park where it's safe. Nah, I'm gonna do it. Let's headbutt this mirror and we'll go inside. And these mirrors will give you a bonus stage that you can do. Alright, the challenges in these mirrors will vary. There's lots of different versions of these challenges. In fact, I think every mirror has a unique challenge to it, which is pretty neat. This one is just a really simple platforming challenge we gotta do. We have to climb the poles. Doop, doop, doop. Gotta avoid the glowing balls of doom. We can just jump back and forth to avoid it. Pretty simple. Alright, now let's jump on this block, and I think we have to headbutt this one to grab the ledge. There we go. We have ourselves a little wall hook that we can grab. Pretty simple stuff. And then we're almost at the top here. Whoopsie daisy. And there we go! And then when you complete one of these mirror challenges, you'll get 10 XP. Yeah, so keep a good lookout out for those, because those will give you a lot of XP, and they're pretty well hidden throughout the world, so keep your eyes open. Pretty neat. Alright, and if you lose those challenges, you'll get kicked out, and then you'll also lose health as you get kicked out. So like Alexis says, it does hurt to try, so don't fail those too much, or else you will die. Alright, what do we got here? A Blobby Bud! A bun will hatch from this egg! Headbutt him and he will be stuck under corn. Jump and headbutt towards him to home in. Hold R trigger to aim, then press the action button to fire and he will explode. Or hold L trigger to crouch and press action for a shorter launch. Please try to explode him gently though. Alrighty, so if we jump over here and slam into this bird, it'll attach to our horn. And you can fire it if you hold down the right trigger. You can aim it like this. This is where the aim camera comes in handy. And let's push the X button to shoot the bird out. Like so. You can use it to destroy walls like this that have little cracks. And we can also destroy this boulder here. Just look out for anything that has a crack in it, and usually that means you can blow it up. Pretty handy. Let's go over here. Grab these cubes over here. Alright, I'm gonna need this bomb bird for one more thing. I'm gonna go over here. We're gonna blow up this tutorial boulder over here that taught us how to swim. Sorry, Alexis, I have to destroy one of your sticky notes. Don't worry, it took you like 5 minutes to do anyway. There we go. Oh, no, get away from me. Get away from me. Okay. I don't think so. There we go. Alright, so we have ourselves a screw here. Let's headbutt this, and this screw gives us some XP. Pretty handy stuff. There's another one up there that we're gonna get. If you see something with a target on it, like this, try and headbutt it. Something might happen, or it might not. It kinda depends. Very, very specific, Alexis. Alright, so yeah, anything that has a target in it is something you can headbutt. We'll headbutt these things. It will rise these platforms back and forth. Like so. Pretty simple. Alright, we're gonna do that so we can get up here. There are ledges and walls they can climb onto. Climb to the end of the ledge and keep holding left to jump to the pipes. Then hold left on right or right while climbing the pipes to jump to other pipes. Yep, we did that earlier. Alright, whoops, I butchered that. Let me try that again. Alright, on the ledge we go. Alright, so yeah, you can just shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Pretty simple ledge grab stuff, nothing too fancy there. Alright, we're gonna jump on these pipes. Alright, and now we're gonna get the actual proper tutorial for the red screws up here. There we are. Uh-oh, you got pretty high up. If you fall down from up here, you could get really hurt. Make sure to find a way to climb back down or... Oh, right, there's water down there. You can just jump onto that also. Yeah, water will also break any fall damage that you might withstand. Because, you know, that's video game logic for you. Just jump water into water, no matter high up. And you totally won't break every bone in your body. That's how it works. Totes. Alright, let's jump over here. And here's the actual tutorial for the red screw. It's worth 3 XP. Headbutt it, then keep pressing the action button to unscrew it. Alright, yeah, so each of these red screws are worth 3 XP. So keep an eye out for those as well. Pretty simple stuff. And then a little fancy schmancy wall jump there. The wall jump is pretty sick in this game, honestly. You can do a lot of things with the wall jump to do some cool platforming maneuvers. But we'll save that for just a second. Let's go over here, and then we can focus back on our objective again. Headbutt a boost pad, and you can jump really high up. You can even jump again after using it, I think. Yes, so if we jump onto these... Alright, this little glowy thing's not too, doesn't look too fancy at first, but if we jump after it glows, we get propelled upward like that. Which is pretty awesome. What do you say? Please don't just run off that ledge and fall on your face. Press the analog stick. Yeah, you told me that already. Thank you. Alright, but what do you say? Treasure! I wonder what's inside! Unscrew the screw with the action button to open it. P.S. It's actually a crank that's inside. You need to use it to open that door. So much for the surprise. Alright, so this treasure chest has the crank that we need. I didn't mean to read that again, but there we go. This is our crank. There we go. Yeah, you need to keep an eye out for cranks throughout the game as well, so you can unlock new areas. And yeah, just treasure chests, pretty simple stuff. You can just open them by unscrewing the thing and they'll open up. Alright, another cool thing you can do with pipes, we jump up here. You can also climb under pipes like this, and if we push the jump button, we can walk on top of the pipe, like Sly Cooper. Oh yeah. Pretty cool stuff. And if you hold down, if you push the left trigger, he'll go back down like that. So you can really easily go back and forth like this. So pretty flexible. We're gonna do that so we can go over here and unscrew this. And that'll give us 3 new XP cubes. Ew, grody. Disgusting. Ugh. Breath mint, bro. Jeez. Ugh. Gonna make me sick. Ugh. Gosh, you know what? Don't even look at me. Just, ugh. I mean, I guess you can. You don't have eyes. You know what? You're the better for it. Jeez, ugh. Anyway, what's up? hold down the L button if you need to see what's directly below you. Or hold R button and press zoom if you can't reach the L button. Alright, yeah, so you can do that to get a bird's eye view. I don't really use this ever, honestly. It's more helpful just to look up and down like that. I don't really have any... I don't use this at all, like, ever. I don't really find this useful. Even still, like, when you fall from a high distance, the camera will pan down anyway. So, it's extra useless in that regard. So, yeah, this is really helpful. I don't really need this. Alright, let's go zoom the camera out a little bit so we can get this XP cube over here. Alright, but we got a pretty high up fall here. We might fall on our face. I don't think this slide's gonna do it. Oh! Oh, hey, a conveniently placed mattress. What a coincidence! And there's a sticky note right beside it. Also a wacky coincidence. Whoa! I don't know. A comfy mattress will cushion your fall. No way am I touching that thing. Who knows how much hobo urine's it's soaked up. Ew. P.S. Don't worry about hobo urine. This is fresh out of the mattress factory. Fine. I suppose it does have that limited scent freshness. Yeah, so if you fall from a high up place, no matter how high up you fall, as long as you land on the mattress, you will not receive fall damage, which is really, really useful. So anytime you see a mattress there, try to land on it if you're falling from really high up. Because then you won't smash your face. And which is good, because I like my face. My face is very pleasant, and I'd very much like to keep it intact. Thank you very much. Alright. Now that we have our crank, we can go ahead and focus on our main objective. Here we are. Let's crank this door open. And we can start making our way up to that door. Here we are. Alright, we got ourselves a new move here. If you headbutt a bubble or some other floating object, you can jump off of it. Just hit and hold down the jump button when you make contact. That's a weird way of phrasing it. Hit and hold the jump button. We in the business call it the butt jump. Never change Alexis. Yeah, so you can do a little homing attack thing like this for things that are floating in the air. And if you push the jump button immediately after you headbutt something, you can get... Whoop, that was a bad example, and I still made it. What? Okay. Oh, let's try that again. There we go. If you hit the jump button after you do a headbutt like that into an object, you can propel off of it to give yourself a little extra distance, which is pretty handy. Alright, we got ourselves a collectible.
Did you hear that jingle sound? That probably means there's a chameleon moth nearby. They disguise themselves as objects and will only come out if you headbutt them. They are worth 5 XP. P.S. He isn't disguised as this lamp. I already checked.
No, he is not. He is instead disguised as this painting. Yes, you can see it's like jiggling and it does that sometimes, which is kind of freaky, honestly. But he'll mainly jiggle around. He'll make a little sound when he does it. Let's see if I can... There we go. I have to be far away. Yeah, he'll jiggle. So listen to that little jingle sound, and you'll know that a chameleon moth is nearby. Here's one right there. Just headbutt the object he's disguised as, and headbutt the chameleon himself, and you got 5 XP in the bag. And really quick, I'm going to go out here again, because there's actually one more here. Alright, so right out here, there's also another chameleon, disguised as this quote-unquote bush. And by bush, I mean it's clearly a rock. Don't even lie to me, Alexis. Boom. There we go. There we go. That's all the chameleons in this level. There's only 2. Pretty simple. Now let's make our way back here. I'm going to learn another useful ability for a headbutt.
I go ahead and move this bookshelf. See if you can do it.
Oh, well, okay. I mean, yeah, so you can press up against things to push them like that. He does it very, very slowly, as you can see. So, but luckily you can push things a lot faster. You just headbutt it like that. There we go. That, halves the time there a little bit. Pretty simple. Alright, what's over here? Excuse me? Alexis?
I couldn't think of anything to put here, so I drew an octopus drinking exploding OJ. I didn't have any crowns left, so I drew it using, oh gosh, pasta.
Oh gosh, dude, don't scare me like that.
P.S. Please don't try to lick the pasta. It took me over 3 hours.
So we're gonna walk to the right instead. This is where we actually need to go. And over here, we're gonna be learning another use for our wall jumps over here. Alright, so on top of just like jumping straight up, you can see you can actually, you're really able to freely move around like this, left and right, which is pretty handy. So on top of going up and down, you can also just jump left and right like this and kind of vault yourself over, while also still being pressed against the wall, so you can stay airborne a little bit longer. And we can do that so we can jump over here. So we'll headbutt, get some extra distance, and there we go. Now, like I said, we've been collecting a lot of XP cubes throughout the world, and now we're gonna learn what those are actually used for, finally. This right here. This is a level door. You can only break through it if your level is at least as high as the number. So go find more XP! Yes, so, if you collect enough XP, you will level up, and if you get to a high enough level that matches the door here, you'll be able to headbutt it and access whatever's inside. We're not high enough level right now, so we are going to have to backtrack to this area eventually to get what's behind this door. In fact, there's a few things in this level we'll have to backtrack for, but luckily this is the only level that we have to do any sort of backtracking with, so that's pretty good. So for now, just keep this door in mind. We'll come back to that later. And here we have ourselves a bit of a puzzle. What we got here? Slam to the left to spin and spin to the right. Slam to the right and spin to the left. It's just basic physiology. Gosh darn it. Yeah, so you can slam things and rotate objects like that, again, with the headbutt. Okay, pay attention to the, targets that are on there. I'm gonna do that so we can jump up here and get this bomb bird. So we can go over here and we can break open this cage right here. Alright, we got ourselves a little challenge. We need to press 2 buttons so we can open this door over here. And before we leave, I'm gonna grab this chicken again. So we can get this. There's a little screw hidden over here. So let's go and grab that bad boy right now. Jump up here. There we go. Sweet. Now I'm gonna spin this around again, because we're gonna need this chicken again in a second. Alright, what's up, socks and shoes? Well, what lovely day we're having. Alright. So yeah, I've got some more bubbles here. I think that's just telling us that you can chain them together. Yeah. Yeah, pretty basic. Yeah, we don't need to read that. Alright. Let's hit the second button, and whoops. Second button. And that will open up the door to the next section. What do you say? You can jump off a wall in other directions. Yep, I already set that, so let's go ahead and do that. Actually, I don't even think we need to do a wall, so we can just finagle it like that. And go over here. There we go. And we will need to do a little wall jump to get over here and get this XP cube. Sweet. Alright, so now that this door is open, we can continue forward, but first, we have another XP cube in this cage over here. This is what we'll need the bomb bird for, so let's go and grab him real quick. Here. Yep. Grab you. I'm gonna use this bomb bird to blow up the cage, so let's run in really quick. They do explode eventually, so you will have to be fast. And boom! There we go. That guy got us our XP cube. Alright, what we got here? Use headbutts to get from one pipe to the next. One of these pipes leads to the top, but I don't remember which one. Maybe it's the one with the big gaping hole in the ceiling. Ever thought of that? Alright, so we can jump from one pipe to the next, like so. I almost missed that, trying to display that, because I'm holding in a sneeze. My nose is really having a party today. Alright, we can jump over here. So, the thing about headbutting into pipes, you can see when I jump, that was a bad example. When I jump into the pipe, Seve will sometimes do a little slide down it, like that. And that can be a bit of a problem, because he might slide off of the pipe completely, depending on its momentum. But if you headbutt it, he'll kind of latch onto the pipe instead of sliding down it, which is what I recommend you do basically anytime you grab a pipe. Just headbutt it, and instead of sliding down, he'll just latch onto it like a magnet, basically. So, pretty cool stuff there. Nice little trick you can do to avoid sliding off pipes. Just headbutt into it, you'll swing around it and latch onto it. What do we got here? If you press against the surface as you jump, you can run up for a little extra height. That's maybe the only way you'll grab this ledge. She doesn't know how to spell against. Even I knew that. Ah, man, yeah, Alexis is quite a special cinnamon bun, isn't she? Alright, let's jump up here. Yeah, so you can do the little wall thing to get yourself a little extra height like that, so we can grab these ledges. We got a little alcove over here. Okay, hidden over here. We got ourselves another XP cube. Now we'll jump up here and climb up this pipe, and this should take us to the door that we're trying to get to. There we go. Alright, the door is right over here. Whoop. Alright. Oh, what do we got? Whoa! Jeez, Alexis!
Hooray! You made it, Seve! What? How'd you get up here before me? And since when can you fly? I can't really fly. I'm just floating on the draft of this portal. Let me try that. That may not be a good idea. If you fell in there, you could be scrambled all in your particles. If you find a portal like this, I can bring you back here if you fall to your doom or wake up. So, in other words, I'll just come back here even if I do get scrambled? So let me have a turn! Sorry, it only works for me. Isn't it neat though? I call it the control. I'm gonna stop you right there. You can go ahead and exit now, or stay if you want to find some more XP. You may need it. So anyway, look for me again outside.
Alright, so these are basically checkpoints. Anytime you walk near Alexis, she'll do a little zap with her horn, and that will mark a checkpoint for you. Pretty self-explanatory. If you die or fall down a pit, you'll just respawn right where Alexis is. And yeah, like Alexis said, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves a little bit extra XP before we proceed forward, because there's a couple more mechanics that we need to learn about before we call it a day. For example, this will turn on the boost rings. Headbutt through the rings and you will go pretty far, I think. Don't forget to jump when you hit the boost pad at the end, though. Whoop. Yeah, so we hit this button, we'll get ourselves some boost rings. If we headbutt into it, it'll just send us flying along a track. And there is a little jump pad we have to be cautious of, so let's do that. There we go. There we go, yeah, so pretty simple stuff there. Little boost pad rings, we'll just boost where you go. Pretty simple. Alright, this sticky note's just gonna tell us to go over here. Oh, jeez, oh no, okay, that was close. Alright, the little wall hooks here work the same way as the pipes. You can just go on top of it, or go down it, if you need to. I'm gonna grab this XP cube over here. Oh, poop! Okay, alright, let's try that again. Luckily we have ourselves a little bounce thingy here. Yeah, there we go. Alright, and the last main mechanic we need to learn about is this. We have ourselves some wall jump pads. If I can read the note. This will turn on multi-jump pads. If you wall jump off one of these, it will let you wall jump again. It's too hard to jump to all of them. I can't do it. This part is for experts only. At least it doesn't hurt to fall on those leaves though. Remember, you don't have to be sliding on a pad to jump. Just jump close to it. Press the analog stick in the direction you want to jump and press and jump again. The same applies to all wall jumps as well. Alright, so, since you can't really wall jump infinitely, it's kind of just a one and done deal, usually with these wall jumps. But if you wall jump on these, they'll work like a normal wall jump where you can go back and forth. Kind of like how it does in most games that have a wall jump. I'm gonna be honest, this is kind of the jankiest mechanic in the game. I'm not really a big fan of this. And you can see right there, I'm having some problems. Yeah, it likes to eat your momentum, I noticed, and I don't know why. It's kind of annoying to use, and it's used a lot in instances like that where you have to like jump across really tall gaps to use it. So yeah, I don't really like it. I don't really like the wall jump pads all that much. For the sheer fact that they eat up your momentum when you use them. Not the best in my opinion. That's one of the weaker mechanics. We're gonna open that to open a shortcut back here. And we have ourselves one more little section of the tutorial. I know we've been going for quite a while, a lot longer than I thought we were going, honestly. But we're just gonna do this. We can uppercut things like this. This is what the uppercut's used for. Like so. So we can push things out and push them back in. And just do that. Pretty cool stuff. So that will let us get back up here if we need to. Alright, and on top of that, there's also a section up this pipe over here. Let's check this out. Alright, so we got one more little room here. Alright. We got ourselves a screw, and we're gonna get that one first. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of Discount Kermit the Frog here. Jump up here. And if you look behind you, there's a little XP cube hidden behind here. Let's do a little fancy schmancy wall jump to grab this ledge. And snag that cube. Very cool. Alright, now this block we can push using our headbutt. We can push that over there. And we can push it over here. So we can get this ledge right up here. Alright. We have ourselves some lasers, so be careful. Alright, I'm gonna screw these in. which will give us some poles that we can climb to get up to that screw. So let's do that. Pretty cool. Alright, now we're gonna go back around. Alright, and the screws are up there. First, we're gonna use this crank to pull this platform out, which is another handy use for these cranks. There we go. Do a little fancy wall jump. There we go. Do it again. We can climb on these screws like poles. Awesome. Now, let's unscrew this XP thingy. Get ourselves some extra XP. And we're almost at level 2. Now, there's one more thing we need to get. Unscrew this again. Let's climb up here. Wait. Alright. I'm gonna read that in just a second. First, let me get the thing I'm actually trying to get. And push that in. We gotta be quick over here, where the wall pushes us out. Whoa! Alright, close one. Alright. So what we got here? This is an XP crystal. It's worth 10 whole XP, but you gotta break it first. Yes, so we just headbutt it, and that gets us 10 easy XP, which gets us straight to level 2. Awesome. Alright, so yeah, look out for those crystals. They'll give you lots of XP. Again, they're much like the mirror, they're also hidden throughout the world, so keep an eye out. As for this is what we need to backtrack for later. You might not be able to get past here yet. Don't forget to come back later. Yep, we're gonna have to revisit this section at a later time. So keep that in mind. We're gonna get a power-up a little bit later. That'll help us get to that. Alright, and now I'll take a look at this. This zipline will get you back down safely. We don't really need it here, since you can also slide down the wall, but try it anyways. Yeah, so another way they get around you taking fall damage when you need to get down fast from a great height, we can just grab this. It'll just take you down nice and safely, just like that. So keep an eye out for those little zipline things. We need to get down quickly. Alright, and I think that's everything for this level. Alright, I'm missing one of the XP cubes that we can get. I'm assuming it's this one. Oh wait, no, it's not. It's this one over here. I almost missed one hiding. Slam you. Alright, there we go. Now we're done here. Alright, so there we go. Now, we can make our way back to the door, and we can call it quits for the tutorial level, as well as this video. That was a lot of stuff to cover there, in this first part. Lots of abilities. As you can see, you got lots of things to play with, in this game. Cool things with the wall jump, lots of the climbing on pipes, crawling under pipes, headbutts, uppercuts. So many cool things you can do in this game, and lots of things you can play with once we get out into the world and start actually doing things. So, I'm gonna head out here. Ow, Alexis, rude. I'm sorry. Alright, let's get out here, and in the next video, we will head on with the proper game and see what we gotta do to escape this crazy dream. So, we'll check that out in the next video. See you then, everyone.